a lot of times before as well. In your opinion, whether leadership is an innate quality which is embedded in your DNA, or do you think it can be cultivated?
I think leaders are not born, they're actually groomed. In order to be a good leader, right, you have to be very sensible to people's well-being, people's lifestyle, people's choices. You have to respect very different opinions. You have to agree to disagree. And all this contributes after years of experiencing dealing with people. The truth is, if we have never dealt with people, let's say we never leave our house, we live in a cave, we don't interact with people, there is no way we can be groomed to be good leaders. It cannot be a natural born instinct. Okay, but it's same thing. Like, I can't say I have a motherly instinct if I don't actually give birth and be a mother. So you have to actually experience something in order to develop the instinct for it. But it's not by birth. It's only through interaction with a lot of people over the many years, whether you're in the corporate sector, whether you're at home, whether you're in your community of your friends. So from there, you look at people's behavior and you start to understand psychologically, you understand their perspective, why they think like that, why they do like that. And you have the interest to help them if they need help and to continue to, motivate them when they feel down, keep them positive. So that is why I feel that if you develop an interest, genuine interest to help people be better in your personal and professional space, that is when you are ready to lead.
Now, me being a woman, and I'm sure many women out there, juggling between the corporate career and motherhood. So we would want to hear from you. How do you manage balance in career and motherhood?
When I start a business, there's different stages, right? Obviously, people tell you when you first start out, there's so much to learn, so much mistakes has been done. You realize that you spend much more time at work. It will change over time because nobody can do 18 hours a day for 5 years straight. It's really tiring. But you can do it for the first 2 years, and if you do it well, which means you activate proper safety nets, you have standard operating procedures, you've hired and recruit and train good people, eventually that work commitment, as in the time that you give, becomes lesser, where it makes it easy for you to balance out. But most importantly, I want to tell people that they need to take care of a couple of things. Number one, they have to keep themselves happy, which means doing small little things that makes them happy in between the day. If they think that taking 15 minutes nap is making them feel good, do it. If they think that they want to go out, eat their favorite food, or they want to call their mother, or they want to see their children on, do all the small things that constantly keep you happy, because running a business or giving so much energy to develop something can be really draining. And also taking care of your health is important. People think that I'm going to work. It's okay. It's okay. I don't have to exercise. I can skip meals for the day. You can do it probably and get away with it a couple of times. But that kind of routine will endanger your health. And when it really does, you'll be in a hospital or you're not well, it causes even more implication that all the work you've done for your business doesn't make sense because you end up not being able to continue it. So keeping a balance, taking care of your health, because that is actually very, very essential. I used to have a friend and he always tells me that when we're young, we were willing to trade our health for wealth. But when we're older, we hope that we can buy back our health with the wealth, but we can't. We have to remember that now. So regardless if they're tired, take a break, do something that makes them happy, not necessarily go on a holiday every weekend. But I'm sure there's small little things that people should continue to appreciate, and always surround yourself with people who are positive and people who keeps you grounded. That's important.
So, Lisa, on this beautiful journey, there must be some challenges which you must have faced. If you could help us understand those challenges, or if you would share with us those challenges you faced.
Absolutely, it cannot be smooth. I always believe that people with a bad past will always create the best future because they learn so much through the experiences that they can shape their success today. And I feel that even though if you look at someone and you think that, oh, I want to be like that person is successful, I want to have a house like her, or I want to do what she does, I want to run a company like she does, people should always remember that to get to a stage of success isn't an easy path, because if it was easy, every one of us would be successful. Every one of us will be a millionaire. And by saying that doesn't mean that all of us has no potential to become a rich or person or a successful person, because it's just a question of whether we keep going or we quit. That is just the question is. So the point of struggle, it will happen in both in our personal and professional life. Even if you don't pursue a business, you'll always have troubles at work when you're working for someone else, or even if you're not at work, when you're at home in your personal life. So the question is, when it comes to all these problems that I encounter, and they're not small problems, For example, our company had to go through bankruptcy in 2014. Our company had to streamline, and we streamlined, I think, twice in our business, where we had to let go people, close down our offices, and we lost money because we invest money into projects, so we had lost investment money, and which was burned. But they're all lessons to me. So for me, during these struggles of tough times and bad decisions, they didn't demotivate me. Funny to say, because normally if you were to lose 100,000, you would go like, oh my God, that's 100,000 gone. But if you could lose money, if you could lose 100,000, that means you have the capability to have that 100,000 in your bank in the first place, which means that you have the capability to earn it. That's why you could lose it. If you have never been able to earn 100K in your bank account, then you never get to lose it. So the risk gets more as you go bigger. But, over time you learn how to manage your safety nets, which means there's a plan B and a plan C that is put into place as soon as plan A fails. You start to recognize better talent. You start to, recognize what's good or what's not of a good decision. So all those struggles, for some reason, I think I was very stubborn. I think my mother can agree to that. So because of that, I always think that when there's a failure, I'm like, yes, we've learned something today. That's me. So that's how I go through my struggles. But it happens in business, and also, of course, juggling with children. As a mother, Pooja, we have guilt
Yes.
all the time. So even at work, we're in meetings, we're surrounded by guilt. We had to fly for business. We always worry that we're not giving enough time to our children, and sometimes we're trapped in a situation where we just can't. On that day, we had something urgent. We need to fix something. That is an emotional struggle. I mean, women and mothers face it. So finding that balance was my biggest challenge. Was trying to be a mother. I don't want my children to grow up and say, yeah, and people tell them, oh, your mom's successful, and they go like, yeah, but my mom was never there. I imagined that day would come. So that's why I remind myself that I would not let that day come where my children would not remember me as their mother, but more of a figure everybody else is talking about. So keeping that balance is important.
Wonderfully said, Lisa.